You know, back in 2020, everybody saw this life as a fairy tale. And that's what everybody wanted. So they got out of the city, they got away from the system that they voted for, and they came out here. And what did they find out? They found out that there's no time out. Animals don't care if you're tired, they don't care if you're sick, they don't care if you're hurting. Doesn't matter if it's raining, snowing, blowing, hot, cold, whatever. Doesn't matter. You know, I have a fairly new RTV that's broke down. So I'm down to one that's 20 years old, but I still got to get things done, right? You still got to get out there and get your firewood. You still got to feed the goats. You still got to water the goats and the ducks and the rabbits. It's the same chores, the same routine every day. There's no days off. You can't leave because these guys depend on you. There's no vacation. What most of us don't show you is the financial pressure. The money that we spend on the feed, the fuel, the supplies, the occasional medicine, vet bills, it all adds up. What it really comes down to is if we don't do it, it doesn't get done. And that is the ugly truth. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to Appalachian Farmstead. I'm Mike. Carrie's down there. And it is a blustery, cold, miserable, windy day again. Yeah, we are sick of the wind. It hasn't stopped here since, what would that have been? December 30th. Yeah, that's when, and that's probably the next video you see will be the damage to our barn. Major wind damage to our barn. That's on the next video. Oh, you know, homesteading, everybody thinks it's paradise, but doesn't matter if it's 20 degrees with 30-mile-an-hour winds and the snow blowing. We don't have any snow blowing today, but it doesn't feel like a paradise some days. Maybe in July when we're out here, short sleeves, shorts, chilling, but sweating. Yeah. It could be a challenge, but here's the deal. You got to do this every day, especially if you're raising animals. There's no days off here.
This is not paradise.
Does it feel like a prison?
Some days.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, we're responsible for our animals. We're responsible for this paradise.
Well, I guess paradise is what you make it, right? If you want it to be a prison, it can be a prison.
Yeah, it's not a prison. I wouldn't trade this for anything in the world. Blood, sweat, and tears. Lack of sleep. We're getting into kidding season here in the next month. Praying all goes well.
Yeah, it's not all fun and games like most of those channels show.
Nope, I was out here at 2 o'clock in the morning in a nightgown and muck boots and a jacket because I couldn't find one of the goats. She must have been outside eating some hay. Couldn't find tips. But as soon as I got outside, there she was. She popped up on the camera. She went back in. But do you remember what happened last year this time?
Yeah.
Tragedy.
Yeah, I mean, these goats are our family. These rabbits, although they're not as, well, I guess some of them are pet-like.
Yeah.
For sure.
This one right here in the middle, she's got a big old belly.
Oh, oh man, this wind is brutal.
There's just a lot more challenges for us in the winter, especially lately. Can't use the hose. So we're filling jugs of water.
Yeah, we're carrying water.
Makes it difficult getting around in the side-by-side.
Yeah, the snow and the ice and everything else just adds to the normal stuff that you take for granted during July.
And when it's cold, things break.
Yeah.
Just break out of blue. Man, can you hear the trees cracking?
I know.
It is so creepy out here.
Well, how much more do you have to do?
I have the babies and the bucks. Everybody else is done. I have to go inside and do the ducks.
Okay.
Like I said, do you still have that bucket of water?
I have to go get it because Samson needs water.
Okay.
I have to haul water for him.
Okay.
I probably have to haul.
They're going to need a bucket.
Okay. I have to haul a couple buckets because Samson's getting low. That heater steams off when it's cold.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
Well, I don't know if they're drinking a lot of water in there because it's warm.
Yeah, probably helps them stay warm.
But all right. Well, I'll meet you on the inside if you.
Do a little preheat. This tractor's old enough you can't, it doesn't have automatic grill plug. Just turn the key backwards. And you wait to see down in this little thing here is a piece of metal that glows orange. When it glows, everything is heated and ready to fire. So, why is this still paradise, even though we're out here toiling away with these animals and, 20-degree weather, 30, 40 mile an hour winds? I'll tell you why. A lot of the skills that we have here, most of the modern world doesn't even know, wouldn't even have a clue how to do anymore. So right here, firewood provides heat for us. It can cook for us. It's literally a security item in a modern world, which is going crazy right now. All of our animals provide food. We raise almost all of our food right here on the farm, and we're trying to expand that. We're actually trying to expand this year to where we're growing the food that our animals eat, not just hay. So when the system fails, as long as I can still get diesel, I think we'll be good. But honestly, I worked over a month off the farm, and I was glad to be home. I had a great opportunity to work there for UPS, and I enjoyed it, but I would much rather be back here on the homestead. Alright, just a quick little explanation here. The reason I'm doing this like this, because if I were to put the basket, or put the forks on, you can see them right there sticking out of the basket on the right side. I would actually have to drive down over the steep part of my front yard, and I was afraid that I'd get stuck and couldn't make it back up out of there, because that kind of drifts right there. So I thought this would be better if I did it this way, then I wouldn't have any issues whatsoever. What's up, guys? So it's the next day. Just things got away from us yesterday. First of all, the weather turned pretty crappy. Like the winds picked up again, and Carrie had to go get a tarp for the barn roof. So it's kind of a mess, to be honest with you. Look at that. Oh, starting into this pile of wood, which has been there for like 2 years. So, yeah. So, prisoner paradise. I had planned on having Carrie out in this ending, but unfortunately, she is up to her ears in bagels and bread and granola. So, yeah. So, part of being providing an income on the homestead, right? So, anyways, I got to shut up here and get on to the point. Prisoner paradise. So, yes, it can be a prison. Homesteading can be a prison for sure if you let it. You can't go, you can't leave just when you want to. Everything's got to be planned out. You got to make sure, just give you an example. We went to Paul Bunyan this year. which is for us is like 2.5 hours away. So we were up at 5 a.m. Got all the chores done, which the goats did not enjoy one bit being in the dark. I will tell you that right now. And then, we drove there, and it's not like we could hang out and stay overnight or anything like that because we had animals to take care of. We had dogs. So, yeah. But, I mean, we still got away. So, we're happy with that. But it's only a prison, honestly, if you make it. If you let it be a prison. So, I mean, we're the type of people that we don't go out to eat. We don't pay for restaurant food that's way overpriced. And honestly, if they ain't fit to eat, to be truthful with you, I just wouldn't do it. It's just, when you raise your own meat or you get from your local farmer, we harvest a deer or two here every year. So, I mean, we just eat better than any restaurant for half the price. So, but like I said, for us, it's paradise. You get up in the morning. It can be chaotic sometimes, for sure. But, and it can be heartbreaking too. And yeah, that's anybody who raises animals or livestock. That's the right word, livestock. You're going to have days where you're happy. You got babies running around, and you're going to have days where it's harvest day. It's a sad day, but that's why we do what we do, right? So, you two, I'd like to be able to see what's up here running around. You guys have got everything tracked up. Good grief. Freaking dogs. Run around like idiots. So, for us, it's paradise. For other people, if they think that homesteading is prison, then they're not going to last. And I would suggest if you are even considering homesteading, raising your own meat or your own protein, and we don't do a ton of vegetables. Hey, get back here now, Sierra Willow. Get springers. They're fun. There's deer tracks. So where was I? Prison. If you let it become a prison, it's going to be a prison and you're going to fail. You have to enjoy this. And the other thing is, that's one of my goals this year, is to make it a more of a paradise. I want to build a sauna. I want to build an outdoor kitchen. So there's things that you can do that will make your property and your homestead someplace that you want to be every day. Because if you're not, then I don't think you should be homesteading. You should be sitting waiting for the government to come and help you out. Because at some point, chaos is coming. Whether it's this year or next year or whenever. So, yeah. Man, it's so quiet up here today. Except for me running my mouth. This is the first time in 6 days that the wind hasn't been howling. So, but let me know what you think about prison or paradise. Put it in the comments. Leave a comment. Because, you know, that helps out on the old algorithm. Give me that thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't care. Do it. Do it. So, all right. Well, me, Willow, and Sierra are going to stick a fork in this video. So, it is dark and gloomy today. But, yeah. So, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. Again, let me know what you think about prison or paradise. So, and let me know what you think about this format, please. I'm trying to include Carrie in more of my videos, so it's just not grumpy ass me. So, all right, thanks for watching, and keep on homesteading.